Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Clay Holmes.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Trent Grisham stands in here, takes ball one low. The pitch. That's in there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Set down on strikes. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's two away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second, so more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. Now the 0-1. And there's a ball. For Judge, he's really developed into more than just a power hitter. He covers the plate well, shows impressive awareness of the strike zone to boot.
That's critical, very important. If you want to be one of the best to ever play, it can't be all about hitting home runs. You have to have plate discipline as well.
2-1 on Judge. That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that's a strike. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The next pitch misses. 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The pitch. Foul ball there. One and two now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for the Yankees. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. here at Citi Field. And on the mound today, number 31.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
The pitch. That's in there, and the count even at 1. There's a swing and a miss.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Way high. Now this is in the air down the line. Comes the 2-2. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. He did not go around. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
3-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now one away.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. First offering misses the mark. Here comes a pitch. And he takes a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
On a line, base hit. And now it's Juan Soto. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. Chris, Juan Soto's one of the best young hitters we've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title. Hit .351 in that shortened 2020 season. Next pitch inside, and the count even 1-1.
Well, I mean, his at-bats are so quality. We talk about professional hitter, professional at-bats. He gives those to you all the time. I just love his plate coverage. Not afraid to use the opposite field. And when you have a guy that can do that, he's going to hit a whole lot in terms of slug, average, on-base percentage as well.
Strike three, got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
And now it's Mark Vientos. There's a strike. And it's 1-1. And that one is inside. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Pitch misses there, and a full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the third out. Nothing for the Mets in the first. Second inning coming up from Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Back here in Queens, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. The right-hander back to work. And it's fouled away. The pitch. And ball one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. On the ground. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. Second inning here, no score. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third. And yes, he offered at it. Now up as the Yankees DH, Spencer Jones. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The punch out there. 2 down.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chisholm at second with 2 down.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, MJ Melendez. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Fires to first on the run. And quickly one away in the second. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. In there for strike one. One down, base is empty. Play. The 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's Marcus Semien. First pitch is in the dirt. Marcus Semien, Bay Area guy, played his college ball at Cal. White Sox selected him in the 6th round in 2011, and he has developed into a fine player.
Yeah, and he comes from a really good athletic line. His dad played football at Cal. His mom was also an athlete in college, and this guy's just a really good leader on a ball club. Had a breakout to his career when he went to Toronto and started hitting home runs left and right.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Struck him out looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. Mets go down quickly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Holmes back to work. That's through there for a strike. Wells bats left, throws right. 23 years old. A former 1st-round pick in 2020. The 0-1. That's a little bit low. And now 2-2. And a pitch. 3-2 now. Fly ball down the line. Soto really on his horse for it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Here comes the 3-2. Got him looking for the K. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Kicks and fires. He swings and fouls one off. Top of the third, no score. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. That's out to center field. Bench should have this one. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Yanks held in check. Still no score. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Tyrone Taylor. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Taylor in his 6th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right. 0-1 down.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
And 1-2. Got him. And there's one away. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Judge moving under it. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And now 1-2. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Bench in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Struck out swinging his first time. And the 1-0. And that's outside. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And he deals. That clips the corner.
Well, you really couldn't ask for a better guy to be the face of the game of baseball. I mean, this is a guy that is so team first oriented, doesn't like to talk about himself, will always defer and talk about his teammates. Just impressive.
Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering is down low. And that's downstairs and outside. Two now, and now it's filled up. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. And a pitch. Check swing. He held up. And that's ball 2. And there's a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, safely into second. He's got a double.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. Doubled in his first AB. That's in there. Strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ground ball to the right side. Vientos whips it to first. And now 2 gone.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone. 1-0. The pitch. And now it's even up. Good eye right there. Righty to the plate.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the 3-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that's ball 4.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike.
That clips the corner. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Bellinger on third. McMahon at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
In the air, out towards left center. Soto makes the play, and it's out number 3. Yanks strand a pair, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Queens, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today. And I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Popped up first base side. Chisholm squeezes it. 1 away. Now the youngster Juan Soto struck out looking at his first at bat. That one's in there. 0-1. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is inside ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Falling behind 2-1. In the air, right center field. This is demolished. Way back and gone. Juan Soto goes deep, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. Out there to center. Grisham settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So now here's the Mets DH, MJ Melendez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. And that one hammered. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And the right-hander back to work. That's to third, and it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Next pitch is popped up. Beatty drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So the lineup flips over. Trent Grisham digs in now. Left field. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. And there's 2 down. So up next, Ben Rice. And that's in there for strike 1. Volpe, the runner at first with 2 gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball.
That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now a single to the outfield. Push around.
2-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Two now. Good eye right there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
So now 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Three-two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Righty delivers. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He sends it out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Sean Manaea into the game.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Aaron Judge at the plate. This guy with light tower power. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And the pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next pitch misses. And that's ball two.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That pitch gets the corner, and it's 2-1 now. Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Right-hander kick steals. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here is Marcus Semien. His first at bat was a strikeout. Out towards right center field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One down. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. First offering misses the mark. One out and a runner at second. Next one misses. 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and they sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Strike two. Runner at second here, one gone. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens in there for strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
One out. Runners at first and second. Up the middle. Over to Jazz. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Bellinger up to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus, as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
Next offering is in for a strike. Cody Bellinger told me a funny story that as he was coming out of the cage one time as a little kid, Derek Jeter said to him, "Hey, you don't swing like your dad at all. You got a pretty good swing." Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is inside. And that is ball one. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Now all even up. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Nope.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2-0, 1 strike.
That clips the corner.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Bichette under it. Calls it in, 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. McMahon measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next offering is down low. Now 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. In the air to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. Back here at the ballpark. Now at the plate, Carson Bench. The wind and the pitch. Ball one there.
Ball one, no play.
And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and we are tied. It's 2-2.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here comes the pitch. That one fouled off. Bo Bichette, second-round pick, 2016, and a kid who comes from pretty good baseball family. His dad, Dante, played for California, Milwaukee, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Boston over 14 big league seasons, and Dante could swing it.
Yeah, and you just get the sense in watching Bo that this guy, all he wants to do is win. A gamer, goes hard, and wants to lead that ball club to a championship.
The pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Juan Soto now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And he deals. Inside, just missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out. Mark Vientos now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing, and all the bat went flying there. Next pitch off the plate, and the count is 1-2. And the righty deals. Outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Spencer Jones. Drilled to the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. He made him pay for that one, and that gives him a lead. It's 3-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's down and in.
It's a good take.
Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot, couldn't keep the hands back long enough, and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And strike 1 to the catcher. Next pitch is popped up. Baden hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. And a good eye there.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And now the lefty. Grisham checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Tim Hill on to pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
MJ Melendez digs in now.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
And here it comes. There's a strike. You'll one. And that's outside. On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now here is Brett Beatty. Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe settles underneath it. He's got it. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And the batter now, Marcus Semien. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The tying run at the plate. That's in there. And the count 1-1. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the Mets. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. Ready to begin the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. And a pitch. And fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. There's a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Cody Bellinger. And misses inside. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And he walked him.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Bellinger off of first with 2 away. Step off throw to first. Bellinger dives back. The 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Here's a 1-2. That's inside. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Kicks and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. The next offering misses. And the count's full. Ryan McMahon waiting for a turn at the plate. Swing and a miss. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1. But they're up 3-2. Now on the bump, Fernando Cruz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one drifts inside. Good hitters count the 2-0. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. David Bednar getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. At the belt and fires. And that skips into dirt.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. The pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Digging in, Luis Torrens. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and deals.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
And now Carson Bench. Oh, and 1 now.
That's the ball.
Next offering is outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire did give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Liner, base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. And a foul ball.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Slice to right. Fair ball. And they hold the tying run at third. We're up the stop sign even with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Brooks Raley comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Ryan McMahon getting ready to hit. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Raley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2000.